Hi everybody, I'm Bob.
Hi guys, I'm Kelly. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. And if you are returning to our channel, thanks for coming back to see us.
Yep, thanks.
So today we are talking about Disney dining.
It's different.
It is different these days.
Yes.
Disney dining is different these days.
Okay. Yeah, just in case you were like heading off to Walt Disney World and to stay at resorts, go to the parks, do whatever, even in Disney Springs it's different. So
it is. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about our experiences on our last couple of trips. Let you know kind of how it went, some little tips we have that we, things that we kind of experienced and went through, just to maybe try to make your trip a little bit smoother.
Or just know what to kind of expect.
Exactly.
So, because it is different.
It is different. First of all, we all know that the dining plan is not happening at the moment, which for us, we are big dining plan fans.
But we are learning to live without it.
We are learning to live without it, and you know what? We lived. It was not so bad.
It did not kill us.
It didn't.
No.
And I think we actually spent less money and,
I think we did. I think there was a couple of nights after the Disney dining plan where I was like uncomfortable because I wanted to get my money.
But that's going to be a whole
That's a
different
whole
topic.
Nother animal.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, so there's no Disney dining plan, which another thing is you can only make dining reservations 60 days out versus
180 days,
yeah.
I think it was, which is...
That's 6 months. It's 2 months versus 6 months. Yeah.
At the moment, things may change, in the future, but this is what's happening right now.
First off, you're not going to have as many restaurants open as you are used to.
That's true, especially like in Epcot. There's a lot of restaurants that aren't open in Epcot yet. A lot of the restaurants in Disney Springs are open, but a lot of the restaurants also at the resorts are not open yet either.
Right, so you just need to check and see which ones will be open while you're there.
Yeah.
And
especially if you're planning a trip in the next 60 to 90 days. I mean, things could change and be fluid, day to day, but as of right now, not every single choice at every single resort or park is going to be open at the moment.
Right.
So don't be surprised if you're wanting to go to Ohana and you get there and you're like,
where's Ohana?
Ohana's not open.
No, because it's
so
not.
It's not. And a lot of the signature restaurants
are not.
In the resorts are not open except for California Grill and
Topolino's, yes.
So just kind of be prepared for that if you're planning a trip in the near future.
Right. And another thing about that is you better make advanced dining reservations because you may not be able, you can't do a walk-up.
Yeah, since they are limiting capacity at the restaurants, I think, they may be only operating at 50% capacity right now, so I would not count on being able to do a walk-up at a sit-down restaurant. Of course, quick service places, you don't even need to worry about. That's a whole different ball
But if it's
wax.
a sit-down restaurant at another resort than you're staying at, you may not even be able to get in.
That's true, because they're not really encouraging resort hopping at the moment. So when you get to the resort, if you're driving or anything like that, of course, if you're taking a Disney bus, it's a different story.
Yeah, you're
not going to ask. Or different, mode of transportation. But if you're driving your own car, they're going to stop you at the guard shack and they're going to ask you why you're there. And, you're going to need a dining reservation in order to go visit the resort even. Right.
And another thing is, since there's limited restaurants open, there's also limited choices for your menu.
Right.
I noticed at Topolino's, they had 4 options for entrees. They had a meat, a fish, a vegetarian, and there was one more, and a pasta, I think. But it was like they're limiting your choices, and I think a lot of it has to do with supply too.
Supply, yeah, I think so too. And plus, maybe they're having less staff in the kitchen at the moment, to keep. I don't know if that's the case or not.
It's either that, we can speculate all we want. We just know that the fact is they're limited their options.
Right, and we
menus.
found this resort wide. Like pretty much every single place you're gonna go to is having a limited menu.
They're having like 3-4 appetizers, 3-4 entrees, 2 or 3 desserts.
Right.
It's not like, your options that you used to get.
So also, kind of check out the menus before you either make dining reservations or go. If you're gonna try to make dining reservations on the fly while you're down there, look at the menu, see if your favorite tomahawk pork chop is not on the menu right now, because if you're counting on it and you get there and it's not there, you're gonna be bummed.
Yeah, big time.
So we encourage you to look at the menus, check them out, make sure that there's things still on there that you want to do, or else, you know, you may have to think of a plan
pick
B.
another restaurant, whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, that's just the way it is now. This is Disney dining as
This
it
is the new Disney dining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say? I mean, it could change, it could get bigger, but right now this is just how it is.
Right, and this was our experience, you know, when we went down 2 weekends in a row. Was, you know, we didn't have any trouble finding things that we wanted.
No.
It's just, you know, there were a couple of instances where we went, you know, we would go, oh, I wish that was on the menu right now, or I really wanted to try that, but it's not on the menu at the moment. So just be aware that the menus are quite a bit smaller.
Quite a bit smaller
than they used to be. Let's give you a quick little check-in tip
Right.
that we experienced.
Yes.
Right now, Disney is really pushing the online check-in
On your app.
on your phone app.
Or the QR code that
Yeah.
they have at the restaurant.
Yeah, so when you go to the restaurant, you'll see a little sign posted with the QR code, which is the little square, you know, code reader. They're really pushing the online check-in to limit contact with the host or hostess, and we understand why.
Yeah.
But
But in our experience, this was just our experience, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, that every time we did an online check-in, our reservation was kind of like,
they kind of forgot about us.
they kind of forgot about us.
Yeah, this happened to us twice, which made us realize that maybe it wasn't a mistake the first time. We did online check-in without even going up to the hostess stand, and we waited and we waited and we waited. I mean, we're talking 20, sometimes 30 minutes past our reservation time. We try to play by the rules.
So we were like,
Maybe they're busy, maybe they're running behind. After we waited about 15-20 minutes at both places, we went back up to the host stand and said, we've done online check-in. What's the deal? Are you guys running behind or whatever? And they were kind of like, oh. And then, like, they didn't see that we had done online check-in.
Right, and then and at one place in particular, it was kind of frustrating me because I was watching all these people come up to the hostess stand and check in and get seated right away.
Right.
And we're still sitting there. And this is even after we went in and told them that we checked in online.
Right.
It was still, we got sat in the back of the line.
Right, which was kind of frustrating.
It was very frustrating.
You know, they could see us sitting there waiting, you know, in the atrium area. And there were people just kind of walking into the building and talking to the hostess and getting seated right away. So we don't really know exactly what their story was, but it just kind of seemed like they forgot about us. And, you know, we kept thinking, okay, what's the deal?
Right.
So that was a little odd.
So I decided we're just going to check in person. And every time we did, we got sat right away.
Very fast.
Very fast.
You know, one instance we checked in online, we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and we went into the hostess stand, and they were like, oh crap, like.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, exactly. So. And we went into the restaurant and there were plenty of open tables. So it wasn't like they were overcrowded or over busy. They just kind of forgot. So if that's gonna be your experience too, you can utilize online check-in, go for it. But if you find yourself waiting more than 10 minutes, go up to the host stand, say, hey, we're here, we're waiting, are you guys running behind?
Or, you know, I just decided we're just gonna check in person. The contact is limited anyway, and if you have to go up there and check on you, you're doing the same thing.
That's true, yeah.
So it's like, what's the point?
That's true. You're gonna have to go up there one way or the other.
And I do understand that this is new for them, that they are still getting used to it. They might, I mean, heck, it's been a month since we've been there.
Yeah, it might be better now.
It may be, they may have worked out the bugs, and if they did, God bless them, because you know that was just not a pleasant experience. When we're used to certain things, you know, happening at Disney.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a great idea in concept, you know, to have online check-in, but for us, it just wasn't being executed very well.
Right. And like I said, you know, I didn't, you know, I just got frustrated, but still, it didn't stop me from going.
No, and once we got in and got sat, Service was always
Everything
great.
was great.
Everything was always what you would expect from Disney. So, you know, we didn't have any problems there. It was just getting a table.
Right. So benefit of the doubt, it's new. It was new. It was brand new, you know.
Right.
Because we went there the first like week after, 10 days after they opened the resorts. We were there the first weekend they opened the parks. So yeah, all this stuff was new. So it may be they may have worked out the kinks and the bugs, and it may be working great. And if it is, God,
That's
I love
awesome.
it. You know, I think it's great. I just like, you know, but if you experience that, then you might want to just try the, you know, in-person check-in.
Right. One more thing we kind of wanted to mention, if you haven't seen it yet, they are encouraging you to use that QR code to pull up the menu on your phone. Bob has a hard time seeing such small print on his phone, and if that's your case also, you can ask for a paper menu. So you can get a paper menu, they just don't really offer it.
No, but you can ask for it and they'll bring you one.
Yeah, you can ask for it. I didn't have a problem with it. You know, Kaya didn't have a problem with it either, pulling it up on your phone and kind of looking.
I'm just old. I like to see the
look at
whole
all the
thing.
choices at once.
I don't like to have to scroll through and then go back and forth and back and forth. I like to be able to just see it. You know, I guess the big thing is just, to me, is just know that it's going to be fewer choices.
Fewer choices, expect it to be a little different, maybe have a little bit more patience.
Yeah.
You know, everything is so brand new. You know, we're all learning how to do Disney all over again. Even the cast members, they're learning how to do Disney all over again. It's so different for everyone. A little bit of patience does go a long way. Disney is still working super hard to make your trip magical.
Exactly.
They're happy that you're there. They're happy that you've chosen to continue to come down to Disney or come back to Disney. They're doing everything that they possibly can to make your trip pleasant and happy and wonderful.
So just enjoy the magic.
Yeah.
You know, as much magic as you can get.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and just I would go there over anywhere else in this world.
Me too.
So.
Yep. I guess we will say bye for now, huh?
Bye for now.
Bye for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our video. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when we post.
Yes.
All right. We hope that you have found this helpful. We also hope you're doing well. Thank you for spending some time with us today. We'll see you next time.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.